Scorpio, how's it going? It is 10:09 a.m. Central Time, October 21st. Hopefully all is well. Saturday situation day. I got for us today is the Sacred Self-Care Spirit Animal Oracle, Goddess Power Oracle, and Angel Ancestor Oracle, along with some messages here. Let me just get into the messages first, honestly. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be getting into the reading. Okay, the cards, excuse me. So we are in Libra season. However, Scorpio begins on the 23rd, right? But we are in a Capricorn moon cycle as of now. So the drive, there's a lot of drive going on. Not just that, I feel like I've been thinking on my drive, right? My upbringing, how I was invested into, right? So it's 10-10 as of now. So it's like others were investing into you as your completion, right? As who you are, meaning forming you, right? Yeah, excuse me, Clearby. So what's coming through in message was quick to listen, slow to speak. Be quick to listen, slow to speak. Bible. Or for some, it's like that's what you were taught only, and for others of you, it's like you were told this, but you learned that. You know what I'm saying? So there's two different types of Scorpios that we're dealing with in this energy, right? And not just that, but it's like multiple types of Scorpios. But you're gonna resonate on one or the other strongest, right? That comes through. And if the message stands out to you, like it gets highlighted or it's like more volume to you, then that is your message, and think other, let it go, let it flow. But use it to your highest good for the highest good, right? So with that being said, and that's scripture, James 1:19. So have patience and peace. Have patience and peace. Okay, and what was coming through was bubbled world. So you know that, I don't know if you've seen it, but for those of you that do know, that movie Bubble Boy. So this is that kind of energy. The messages are stemming from that, where however, it's like bubble girl, bubble boy, because this is for the Scorpios out there, right? This message. And so with that being said, these parents in that movie were raising their son only to know so much, right? Like he only knew what they were allowing. He was literally being raised in a bubble, being taught in a bubble, and they were teaching him that he was ill, even though he wasn't, right? Probably at some point, yeah, he became ill, but shit, that's by everything how they were like, doing him, confining him and investing into him, right? So him or her, this is like the message, right? It's like very cubicle energy, like very secular, like you only could have so much, or we're allowed so much, right? In this energy, this message coming through. For those of you that it resonates with that, okay? And so with that being said, someone may have convinced themselves too far gone. They've become comfortable in what they were taught, right? What they were shown, even. And also what's coming through is like, I've seen some old school movies, right? And when I was like growing up, I remember those coming to mind, these movies that I seen, and it was like small town girls or guys, right? And more on the like old fashioned side, like the lifestyle, and it's kind of like prince and princesses, and even like that kind of energy in those movies, where they were only showed so much, right? And then they wondered, why is the world suffering, or why is the world like complaint, or what is the complaint of the world? They are only taught so much of their world, and then it's like to actually go and visit, these, like, for example, third world countries and everything, and it's like, wow, like I thought like I knew the world, because based on what I've read, what I've seen on videos, right? Those film, like any kind of films, like old school films, like lessons, history, stuff like that, and it's like health and all this, like based on what I was taught, and then reality, right? There's a difference from, and not that the teachings are not reality, if you're actually touching and feeling and reading the words, right? That's reality, but it's like that's scripted, and that's someone's reality. However, there's worlds within worlds here, you know what I'm saying? In our world. Okay, so only knew their world. This individual that I speak of only knows, or only knew their world. For some, it's still no, only knows, right? For others, it's like I only knew this, but it's like I took on life younger at a young age and found out that like all that is actually out there, right? Okay, and what was coming through was yeah, and it was like a tent vibe. Someone's like in a tent vibe. So someone even was like playing as a child, or some are playing as a child and some are viewing this even. So it's like they played as a child in a tent, right? And it could actually be like, it's like per 10, like, right, of what the world is. And that's because that's all they known. Yeah, left ear itching. That's all they known, right? And that's okay. Like we going through our lifestyles, right? Experiencing life, and everyone's like, we are to help the next and support the next and invest in the next, right? That way they will be their best self. Ultimately, I mean, we're building each other up, right? We're exchanging with each other. Like you listening to me, you're allowing me to exchange to you because I'm investing into you, right? I'm speaking to you, okay? And you're accepting what I'm speaking, right? And I will be accepting whatever your feedback is, right? I'll be accepting that. And that's our exchange, right? And so yeah, that's that. Let me go ahead and mark what I speak on out. Oh, it's not even allowing me. Okay, there's that. There's that. Okay, that. And then also what was coming through is a UGK song. So this is by experience for me. So there's a song called Front, Back, and Side to Side, right? And so in this lyric, which is that these people's reality, right? And in that lyric, it speaks on in that song. I mean, in that song, he speaks on front, back, side to side. Never let hoe ass, ride. No, never let no whole ass person ride, right? And so that was that. So rewind back to when I was, younger, maybe 19, 20, and there was this female that didn't like me. I didn't like her either, right? But I didn't hate her. I mean, there was nothing there for me. There was nothing there, right? I ain't worried about it. And she ended up being with someone I knew, right? Closely to someone I knew. So I got picked up by someone, and they ended up being with her, right? And then she put on this song, like, just to like try to throw a little shade to me, right? And it was like front, back, and side, because I never let hoe ass niggas ride, right? And then I'm like, we over there, she's taking us to where we were going. So I'm just like, that's petty. Like, the fuck? I'm over here riding though. Like, how does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, some are like, really just going off of this, like, what they want to be, what's trending, or you know what I'm saying, or what feels it's like what feels right or seems right to, like, on the trend, right? It's like reality, I'm riding, and you over here trying to claim, like, based on a song, like, we in reality, I'm riding, like, you is mad at me, like, literally, this bitch tried to hit me with her car, right? At one point when I was pregnant. And that was like way before this time. So years down the line, then I ended up getting picked up. Then she so happened to be the one, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, how that even work? Me, I ain't tripping about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping about it. I'll just say it like that. But some other shit went down, right? So, yeah, I was just like, this is some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And I never even had nothing against her. She was over there trying to stand up for my baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, that shit's wild. I never had no animosity towards her. I don't even know that chick to hate on her, right? But yeah, that's the message. Like, some are not living in their reality. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be this, and it seems like cool, what's up, but at the end of the day, what? When you wake up, what? That doesn't add up. That doesn't make sense, right? I ain't worried about it. So I needed to share that. So that's that. And mind you, we were kids, we were young when the other stuff happened. And then at this point in time, we were in our 20s, So then that's that. Okay, continuing forward, Longest Yard was coming through. Longest Yard, that movie Longest Yard, where Nelly's in there, and I don't know all the actors, but I know Nelly because I used to jam to Nelly. My sister had CDs and all that of Nelly, right? There's a lot of good actors in there, right? and that part where it's the sexual part where they caught that guy, or the one guy claimed that he was having relations with another, right? And he denied it, and he was like, y'all making shit up, but then at the end, later down the line, then it came found out to be true, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and he sold that shit too. They believed him, right? But nobody was mad about him either. Like, he just wasn't being true to himself, right? In that movie. But this doesn't mean that for Scorpios that you're attracted to the same sex. I mean, it could be for some, right? But that doesn't mean that this is for you. But it was like busted. Like, the reality of that, you actually were saying this or doing that, right, in your life. It's like, so it's like busted, right, on that. Okay, and so continuing on in energy, so family functions were in place for ... Okay, driven to a significant relations, driven in a healing, or what is significant in relations. That was the drive, right? The family's drive. That it was planned. The future was planned. The future was planned, set out that this is how it's going to be. This is what we're going to do. Kind of like the bubble boy. Like, this is how we're going to teach them, raise them, get them involved in these activities, right? And so that's all they know is what they were invested in. And that's okay, but it's like, that was the only world they were given, right? Amongst the world in full, right? The worlds within worlds, as I say. So must reform or remain the same. Some Scorpios already had to reform themselves, but it's very hard for Scorpios to actually do that, right? They're a fixed sign, okay? And it's like, must reform or remain. Like, you got to know what you're going to do, right? And so that's that. And also what's coming through was base themselves or their lives off of claims in a book or a lesson or even movies, right? Someone based themselves off of that. So this is more like just like a internal, like a what are they called again? There's those inward individuals that just stay indoors, right? It's not coming to mind. It's I guess it's an internal person, right? I want to say that, but there's another word for it. Okay, so there was like that. And then it's versus collecting their own information. This Scorpio in energy, and this would be even general energy, right? Base themselves, their lives off of claims in a book or a lesson versus collecting their own data, their own information, right? And living it. And also, Scorpio, you could be having to work with others like this, right? Like, I'm waking you up, I'm showing you the reality, like I'm teaching you. You could be a teacher, right? So they keep that of the mind. Like, this is what we are dealing with for many, not all, but a lot of individuals. And this came through for Scorpio's reading though, right? So this needs to be of the know. And what is Scorpio? The death and rebirth. So it's the patterns and the cycles, right? The lifestyles, right? What is being invested in the life of someone's mind or the death of someone's mind, because someone may be thinking something or someone's bad, which is like death energy. Like, I'm seeing those red hands on the crudes. You don't do that, you don't do this, right? So it's someone being taught like death is this, death is that, and then life is this, life is that. And it's like, so keeping that out of the mind, or that's what you're doing. You're teaching this because there was only so much of that being out, like taught out there, right? So keep that out of the mind. That's what I have there. And also this like creature like individual was coming through in my mind's eye with some very beautiful skin, I'll say. Very beautiful skin, beautiful lips, like just beautiful, just like very beautiful, like bone, like structures, and just very masculine energy. Yeah, keep that out of the mind. Keep that of the mind. Okay, that's what I have there, Scorpio. So let me continue on, excuse me. It's like, get out there, Scorpio. Get out there and be open to communicate beyond what you were just introduced to. Be able to communicate. Be open, right? Yeah. Be open to that, because it's like someone is definitely standoffish, and then they make claims in their mind to why they shouldn't get involved. right? Or be open. And then it's like, well, this is why, because this person thinks this. They actually project on others versus accept the reality of the other worlds out here, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, well, I have so many that came through, as you can see. So I'm not going to be showing each and every one. But I mean, let me see. I'll just show. We have those. Okay, and I'm just showing that, and that's a lot. That's a lot. So let's carry on. Thank you, Spirit. So transformation is beautiful. See the big picture, Scorpio. Be fearless and bold, and that's 4. And interesting how I said like that, and bold. So that's Emperor energy, right? And it's like I'm taking action on my course. This is when someone's spreading their wings. You know, I'm. You know what? I'm going here. I'm moving. Yeah, I'm actually moving here, or I'm actually going to visit here. They're like, and others are like, what? Who's going with you? And someone be like, no one. You know, it's that kind of energy, like so trusting, so confident, so you know, so confident in what is their future, the outcome, the results. It's like it's very trusting. As I'll just keep saying that. Give with grace and gratitude. Okay, Scorpio, give with grace and gratitude. Turkey spirit. Autumn season. Yeah, Thanksgiving. There's a lot to be thankful for at the same time. Okay, I feel like someone was kind of disappointed at one point because they were like, say they were introduced to like a group of people, because I'm seeing the lineup. For those of you that know what lineup means when I talk on that, it's a lineup where it's like when a prince gets to see a lineup of females, right, princesses, and chooses one. But he didn't even know about these other worlds, right? Or a princess, he sees a lineup and has to choose a prince or a princess, right? For those that are like in the same relations, you know, it is like, I didn't even know this world over here. How come y'all didn't bring me this world? Well, because others are so in a closed off energy in a cubicle that they believe only this certain world, this certain individual, these certain traits are what it is, what they want, right? They believe this is what someone needs. So they're like taking the lead. Oh, Spirit, taking the lead. Stag spirit. Trust the great mystery. Oh, someone's holding tight. Okay. Yeah, journaling. Someone's rescripting their life. The sun, embrace the energies of peace. Someone's rescripting their life. Wow, that's deep. And it's right next with the sun, so that's beautiful. Someone is rescripting their life and others having to rescript their life, right? Burning bowl rituals, secrets, and stay rooted and grounded. Okay, the secrets there's much that needed to be burned away from thought, right? And put on paper and burned away. I feel like tear it, burn it even. It's like kind of like rage room. So it's like, oh man, me and my son be wanting to go to the rage room. We've been wanting to go to the rage room, man. And we need to honestly, because that's necessary right now. Necessary. I seen temperance. Okay, be fearless and bold. Write a gratitude list. Temperance again. Sitter energy for Scorpio. Knowing the flow. Controlling your flow, accepting the flow. Just period. This is the flow. This is life. Wow. I feel like someone's in that energy. This is life. I mean, this was a life I knew, but this is life, you know? Very beautiful energy. Okay, it's like to know. The past is focused on the secrets and the light. What was created, right? The future is wise leadership and co-creation and liberation. Because someone was very closed off. You know, it's so closed off that they shut out to the world. Like, that's the feel. They shut out to the world of others. Yeah, and created a lack. It was like devastation was being created, but they didn't know. Well, they were shut off here, closed off here, right? And they were actually creating lack by being like that. But this is the future on this side versus the past. So we have here wise leadership, co-creation, and liberation, right? But the past over here is built on this. The past is built on secrets of some light. And of some light, that's how it's coming through. Secrets of some truth. The past is. But enjoy success and happiness, because this is actually a opening. This is a entryway. This is a beginning. The end created the beginning. And I'm like, wow. I hear wow. Okay, wise leadership. 14, Sagittarius energy. And 49, 13, Scorpio energy. Regarding the passion, the drive, what's created, okay? I have energy work coming through here, aromatherapy also. Aromatherapy and wise leadership. So I feel like there's much that I need to open up to, because this leadership that I'm having to take on, right? Energy work. Someone definitely is very invested and just fixed. I'm gonna say just fixed, and that's not always good. Just fixed. And so watch a movie, build strength, spend time with animals, and be still was also coming through with all those energies. Energy work, co-creation, take the lead, and basking joy and light in that, in doing so. For those of you that are co-creating, collaborating, accepting diversity. Okay, and we have the moon that came through at the end. So transformation is beautiful was the first one that came through, which is also Scorpio energy. And then we have the moon, which also is closely connected to Pluto, which Pluto is highly connected to Scorpio. My Scorpio is Pluto placement. Okay, so let's see in my chart. So let's continue on. Stay rooted and grounded. It's like for some, it's like I have to hold on. Like someone's holding on like this, right? Like maybe they're standing up and holding on like that, like bracing themselves, right? Launch. Just like, because there's a launching that needs to be a launching that's coming about. Springing, yeah. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Too many are capping, talking about others, bitches also was coming through. So it was a lot of people are just capping. What are they capping for? And a lot of songs they're talking about your bitch that and I over here with yo bitch and this and that. Like, why are you focusing about other girls or others bitches or others guy? You know, like what? Like what? How does this make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like even like that other song too, the UGK is like not so much the song, but my experience that I had went through, right? It was like, how does that even make sense? You know what I'm saying? Some are like claiming this, but don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like stop the nonsense. Like, there's no one even mad, but someone's trying to create mad or some shit. Okay. Someone creates someone creates scenarios to why something would make sense for them, right? Only versus the facts, versus what's factual is making sense of this. It's a scenario over here cooling with your bitch, you know, like what? That's your bitch if you cooling with her. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Crazy. Okay, here we have the High Priestess in the air element. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Definitely gonna have to analyze the information, the intelligence, the diversity. Yeah, it's like, ooh, this is diverse. So silly, so silly. Okay. Cause say, I don't know if that's coming through like dual energy, because someone sees someone, but they're noticing like, hey, they're just really, they're very fixed and this is their world, they're comfortable in it, and that's that. Versus some other ones are like, hey, like this is your world. I you know what I'm saying? You've been out like that, like you more experienced, you're more open, like, and not in comparison, but at the same time, yes, you know what I'm saying? It's like knowing the difference versus like, it's like the experience versus taught only. You know, like those individuals only get to go visit the hoods, you know what I'm saying, when they're like doing charity work. You know what I'm saying? Versus the ones that out in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Here we have the Knight of Cups in your water, fire element, excuse me. An offer, your like, it's like the fire, like the fire you're feeling, the passion you're feeling, the like the inspiration you're feeling, it just makes you feel like grand, right? This is grand energy. I feel appreciated. I feel like I'm on a high horse. Like, this is very supportive of your passions, right? This, and not just that, the energy work that you're doing, you're fasting, you're praying, you're meditating, is supporting you. At the same time, you have to take flight out of a prior energy, this very singular energy, like, okay? And your water element, interesting. In your water element, we have fire. In your fire element, we have water. How does that work? Okay, and in your earth element, we have here the Emperor. Oh. You're seated, but you're taking action. Someone got out their seat. I could see them like... Someone had to get out their seat for this. Let me get out my seat for this. What'd you say? That's gonna say what? Someone's like that. Say what? What was said? So, chill out. Something like that. Look, your emotions are you're twisted. Hey, that was coming through. Got me all twisted up in the game from that movie. He was in love with Latifah, right, in the movie. I don't remember the names, but I seen that movie long ago, and he was like, you got me all twisted up in the game. Tell her, she'll know what I'm talking about. But that's how this Scorpio energy is feeling. Okay. Oh, you know what? They're a rebel. Some Scorpio is a rebel. And this is their history for some. And so being that they're a rebel, they took flight, right? In life. Took their own, like, you know what I'm saying? Their own path. And so they're viewed as a rebel or like a cast out, cast away, whatever. Black sheep, whatnot. And, but they are embracing life. They're actually embracing life. Or they will be. This individual will be. Okay, what more? What more? That is good. What more? So your water element, you're being gravitated to your fire element, like your passion, you're gravitated to someone that's more like emotionally expressive, right? In your passion, but in your emotional state, Scorpio, it's like the fire, like the passion, it has to be like fierce, like, or that's what you look for, right? That's what you appreciate. What more? Hi, is good. And your center though, like you're I mean, Sagittarius is a flexible energy, right? Mutable, but it's like this is your center energy. Like this energy is only doing so much. It's like you only allowed that. You're only allowing that. There's very it's a boundaries. There's rules. Ooh. Someone has rules. Okay, here in the opportunity position is 10 of Wands. Putting in work, your work. It's like I am definitely creating. Okay, in your obstacle position here we have your energy, King of Cups. You're your own obstacle. I've said that before. You're your own threat, right? You're your competition. It's like because what we think of another is actually our perception, right? If like we're thinking it ourselves, the other is not saying it. You're thinking it. Like oftentimes I was judged. Oh, you think you this, think you that. I was like, actually you thought that, and you're telling me. I was like, but hey, that partially true. I'll say, but you know they were not on point. You know what I'm saying? I'm like partially, but you thought that. You know, so like what you're thinking, when you're judging, like you're seeing someone, right? And you're trying to get a read on them, right? Like you're trying to observe them, like, who is this person, what they're about, da 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 da, right? And then so whatever comes to mind, that's what you're thinking of them. Doesn't mean you make it true. You haven't even interacted with them to know. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, it could be partially, right? Okay. What more? High is good. What more? Man, I thought this was gonna flow way faster, being I put everything out. Okay, here in your heightened goodness, here we have the Lovers. Heightened goodness, enjoy success and happiness, but you're not alone, know that. I feel like you're never alone, and we know that. Okay, the Fool, we're never alone, right? But be irritated by the energies. We have the Eight of Wands. Oh, yeah, definitely taking action, making movement. Yeah, communication is key. Or not. Communication is key or not. Ooh, this one. I don't need all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we have the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Knight, the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the 3 sixes, the 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Okay. There was conflict. There was just like low blows, back and forth, imbalance, balance, imbalance, balance. It's like wishy-washy energy, in other words, and it's regarding this commitment in, or commitment expected to be in. Oh, you expect me to be in this and that, but it doesn't even work. That maybe why someone became a rebel, right, and took off, because it's like this is played out. Right, like, or it's like overrated. Like what you're bringing to me is overrated. What others were bringing or doing or saying, whatever, it was overrated, right? But then it's like the real deal. Damn, been overworked. The real deal has been overworked. Yeah, the truth had been overworked, like diminished or something like that. It's like overworked. Well, the truth had been overworked because because they were someone was trying to create some bull. Okay, 3 of Wands, but then someone got out of that energy. Yeah, someone got out of that. Okay, someone got out of that. You hear? I'm hearing, bitch, please relax and take notes. Okay, well, a biggie, relax and take notes. Okay, what's that about? Bitch, please relax and take notes while I take notes. I never really listened to Biggie. So here we have the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. This could be a mother entity. This could be a mother figure that was bringing to you, right? Bringing to you a certain offers, right, which were limiting or viewed as a limiting factor or non-compatible, right? That's the opportunity to know what is out there, to look at what's limiting. This is your opportunity position. So what's the limiting factors? What's the offers? To analyze them, right? And fully to take action, right? So yeah, Scorpio, having to analyze too the truth in full, right? It's kind of like that energy that came through in yesterday. Who's reading that through yesterday? Taurus. Shit, who's reading that through yesterday? Aqua's reading. Was that, yeah, the 360. What is healing? What is supportive? What is compatible, right? Yeah, so check that out. And Taurus is reading too, because that was in relation to Taurus. We have here the 9 of Cups and Judgment, judging what it is, what it was, and what it's gonna be. He seems very happy though. He seems very happy because that he has all these cups to judge, right? Or he has all this space to fulfill, right? Even I'm judging where I'm gonna fulfill me, and this is where, this is how, this is why. Male or female, this is the energy. Yeah, basically I have to let it flow. Okay, that's what I have there, Scorpio. So knowledge is life. Knowledge is life. Music, it's like express yourself. Bring a gentle touch. Also, what's coming through was Skitty. Skitty is beneficial right now. Skitty is beneficial. So what is Skitty to you? Okay, that's beneficial. I'm the only thing I'm gonna give out on that. And intend and create came through, and take charge with authority. All right, that's what I got there. Take care. Peace be.